YouTube. YouTube. Been a little while. Again. New job, everybody. New job means new plastic eventually. And I hate it. I always hate it. I'm not back. I never really intended to go, so you can't really say I'm back. There was just a brief area where I was either too busy and or too lazy to do anything. But what I can say is you got a video coming from me right now. That's right. So, Drift. Definitely a favorite of mine, because really, any Transformer with swords. Any Transformer with swords is fantastic. Good times, good times. And this one really does it for me. I could care about the whole drifting thing. If any of you haven't seen a review of this yet and don't know what drifting is, it's doing this. This is drifting right here. And actually, surprisingly enough, the car mode for drift does in fact drift very nicely. Bonus. But anyhow, great car mode, great toy all around. And I know it's been reviewed 1,000 times before, but hey, when have I ever been the first to review anything? And I don't think any of you are coming here just to see the first review of it. You're coming here to see this guy in a very nice chair talking about stuff that's on my TV tray. So, let's talk about it. Great painted stuff, painted detail. I guess that's the symbol for drift. The old tattoo of his own name. Why not? Why not? I cannot answer that. Honestly, I try and forget that is a tattoo of his own name in Japanese. Just because if I think about it too much, I'll end up trying to paint over it and doing a bad job of it. So whatever. But that's not what it's about. The car mode's great. Let's just transform this bad boy, shall we? First off, pull the sword out. Let me just say this sword is different from the one you'll get with a standard drift. This comes with the Battle Tanker set for the Reveal the Shield G2 style Prime. You get a drift sword that is actually made of a nice solid plastic and it's a little pointy. No, don't stab your eyes out. That's what Hasbro warned us about. Yeah. I want to know who's stabbing their eyes out. I want to know who is stabbing their freaking eyes out. Who's doing that? Who's taking one of these things and just going, ah, yeah, my eyes suck. My eyes do suck, but I don't want to get rid of them. I've grown attached over the years. Drift. Not the sword you'll get. I don't have the sword you'll get with Drift because that sword sucks. It doesn't suck. It's just not as good as this. Transformation. Yes, like most car formers, you pretty much just break it open. And try not to break it while you're breaking it open. But Drift's pretty good. Drift's pretty good at not breaking open. You fold the legs down. You got a bit of a unique thing to this mold, where you shift the feet up and in. It's pretty neat, I suppose. I could take it or leave it. Just give him good balance. I mean, his feet are huge. You know what they say about guys with big feet, right? I don't know, I was asking you. Yeah, pull these doors to the side like that. We'll deal with those in a bit. You know what? We'll deal with them now. Take the handles here, flip them up, window in. Yeah. Basically got a mirror image right here. See, it's not the same, it's the mirror image because it's flipped about the y-axis. Yeah, little math. A little dimensional mathematics for you. Didn't think you'd get that here, did you? Well, you did. You're welcome. Split the hood, if I can. This toy is a little old. I mean, for an all-plastic toy, as soon as I start insulting it, it comes apart. So that's the key. If you want to transform your Transformers quicker, insult them, and they tend to either work or break. It's a game of Russian roulette that I encourage you to play at your own risk. We flip these bits down, pull out the arms, other arm. Let me just arrange him properly and move the hood up a little bit. There we go. Guess what, ladies? You got Drift. Fantastic robot mode. Fan-freaking-tastic. It's Japanese. It's so Japanese, it's somewhat frightening. I don't even know what to make of it, but, you know, here in America, we love Japanese shit. Sword in hand. There you go. His posability is, I'm going to say, just good enough. We gotten a little bit spoiled, haven't we, everybody? With all the new figures that come out, that you buy all the modern toys, and their articulation is just insane. That when you get a toy that doesn't do everything you want it to, you just say, it's okay. But really, back in the day, I didn't live through all the 80s, but a little bit. And I definitely made it through the 90s. Don't know how, but I made it through. But even in the early 90s, in the days of G2, this level of articulation outside of, say, Laser Optimus Prime or some of the Laser Rods was unheard of. Completely unheard of. You just didn't see it. You still got ball joints going on the legs. You still got great hinged knees. And the arms are just chock full of great stuff. Wonderful. Really, it's a very solid toy, too. Besides the articulation, you could drop this thing on the floor and expect it not to break. But anyways, besides this sword, which is fantastic, mind you, you got little blades in the scabbards on his hips. So besides the big crazy sword, you can also go and basically dual wield butcher knives, which I hear that in Japan it's dual wielding butcher knives is all the rage now. I don't know. I mean, that's what the kids say. That's what they say. Some kibble issues, sure. And by the way, there is a nice way to store this. I've shown it before, but I never showed it in a proper review of Drift. You can store it in these scabbards and just sort of fold it into the area where the window will fold onto the door. It actually holds the sword in place. So you turn the scabbard back down, and bam. Drift is dual wielding his butcher knives, and he's got the other sword right where he can get at it. Pretty sweet. I gotta say I like this. I like this toy. And you're thinking, you're really thinking, You know, the swords are great aesthetic and everything, but what good are swords? You're dealing with giant robots that destroy everything in their path. I mean, you'd at least want somewhat of a ranged weapon. Do you? Do you understand what kind of damage a sword can do in the hands of a crazy person like Drift? Well, maybe a demonstration's in order. So then, I'm certain you're all wondering what we're doing out here again. Well, this time, I have a sword to play with. Oh, they let me buy a sword. That's irresponsible, people of Earth. That is irresponsible. But anyways, disclaimer time. This is a real sword. It is made of metal. Metal hurt when hit in face. Disclaimer over. So here we go. This is gonna be fun. What up? Do you see what happens? Do you see the carnage that ensues when you mess with the warrior? Damn it! My voice cracked a little bit there. Yeah, good times. Thanks a lot for sticking around, guys. Spin Mike, right here, reviewing Plastic for you. Hope you enjoyed it. It's always a lot of fun on my end. Hope to talk to all of you guys soon that watch these crazy videos of mine. And hopefully I'll get back again soon, you know, this week. Maybe, maybe not. But I can tell you one thing. When I have the time and or energy / motivation, I'll be here. Take that for what you will. Till next time, YouTube. Catch you. Kebabs, anyone?